Here in Ukraine, in the past there has been quite a lot of frustration with Poland's handling of, the threat on its border, if you like, because in the past, as I say, they have scrambled jets, but in some cases they've kind of watched as the threat has turned back towards Ukraine, and then those missiles and drones, of course, hit here in Ukraine. So this time it is different. This time Poland itself is saying that it was essentially under attack. It's called this an act of aggression, and Poland did take decisive action. So I think the question here is what happens next, and Ukraine certainly is pushing for a tough response from Poland, saying this is Russia testing the West, pushing it to its limits and trying to see how the West will respond.
Yeah, and arguably Volodymyr Zelensky frustrated that despite efforts by Donald Trump to get him and Putin round the table to come up with some kind of ceasefire and peace deal, the Russians continue with these large-scale attacks.
Yeah, and I think we should point out that the attacks have escalated since the attempt by Donald Trump to negotiate some kind of peace to get Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky to the talking tables. In fact, since Donald Trump rolled out the red carpet in Alaska for Vladimir Putin, the attacks here on Ukraine have escalated. So people have been living with this increased danger. And when you hear the drones overhead, you hear them buzzing, you don't know where they're going to hit. It is extremely scary for people here in Ukraine. And then the missiles too, which have followed, 40 missiles last night. And just last weekend, we know that one of those missiles slammed into the main government building here in Kiev. There was no one there, it was the middle of the night. But still, I think that was again seen as a symbolic kind of escalation by Russia, really, I think, testing Kiev and Ukraine's resolve, but also its allies in the West, just seeing what response there will be. Because, of course, Donald Trump has promised all sorts of tough action against Moscow, but ever since he rolled out that carpet, ever since Vladimir Putin has done nothing to come to the talking table, the tough response hasn't happened either. So I think in Ukraine, that's what they're waiting for. What will the West do next?
Indeed. Sarah, as always, thank you very much. Sarah Rainsford, our Eastern Europe correspondent, talking to us from Kyiv, and just a number of lines coming out when it comes to those drones that were intercepted over Polish airspace. Italy's foreign minister has said that Italy firmly condemns the violation of Polish territory by Russian drones.